It's Junior MasterChef, the competition to find the best young cook in the country. From over 1,000 applications, only 4 cooks have made it to the finals. Now, top chef John Turode and food blogger and TV cook Donal Skean have to decide which cook is good enough to win the title of Junior MasterChef. Josie, Tom, Jamie and TJ are our 4 finalists. They're about to have an experience few young cooks would ever get. Today they'll be taking their first steps into a professional kitchen.
There we go, restaurant. Chill out, love.
I've never cooked in a professional kitchen before. I did not think it was actually going to come true, but here it is, so yeah, you got to believe it.
Even in the best dream that I've ever had, I wouldn't have thought of anything like this, so... Surprisingly, I'm not that nervous. I don't know why, but I'm looking forward to it.
It is such a big opportunity to be doing this. It's just going to be absolutely amazing.
Good morning, guys. This is where the competition starts and your adventure begins.
I was 16 years old before I was allowed to walk in a professional kitchen. Guys, this is a real privilege. This is extraordinary. Remember that kitchens can be dangerous places. Keep your eyes open, your ears open. I can't wait to taste the food you're gonna cook. Off you go.
Luke's dining room is the restaurant of a boutique hotel set in the Berkshire countryside. 18-year-old Luke Thomas is in charge of the kitchen.
Food was always so important to me because I was always the person who cooked at home because it was what I enjoyed doing. At the age of 12, I used to go and work at the local butcher every Saturday. He used to take me to all these different restaurants that he'd deliver the meat to, and I knew from that point onwards, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. It's great to have you here today, and I hope you enjoy it. First things first, I'm going to give you a tour of the kitchen. So, this is our big fridge. Normally about 4 or 5 degrees in here. Do you think it's quite cold?
Oh, it's freezing cold, yeah.
So all of the raw vegetables and fruits are on the right-hand side, and then towards the left is some prepared ingredients. We keep some of the desserts. So I don't want you to get too cold in here, so if you'd like to come back, we'll go and warm up in the kitchen. So this is what we call the hot section. The oven, the gas, and the solid top. You'll feel the heat even stood here.
I want to go back in the fridge.
And then if you turn around and have a look here, this is what we call the pass. You have a look under here, you've got the lights that keep this really nice and warm. And this is where we'll plate up all the food later on. And then we call service into the restaurant, and that's when the waiting on staff come and take the plates away.
In 2 hours, it will be lunchtime, and Luke's invited guests will be arriving. Today, our 4 finalists will be responsible for all the dishes, but first, they have to learn how to cook them.
So, Jamie.
Jamie will be making a starter of salmon cured in lemon, salt, sugar and coriander with pea puree, caviar and minted creme fraiche.
It's wrapped in cling film to get a really nice round shape. Take the end off, take a piece 2 centimetres thick, a little bit of lemon juice on top and a touch of pepper. That is the salmon ready to go. Take some nice mint leaves, if you have a smell.
Yeah, it's fresh.
create like a little claw shape with your fingers so you won't cut yourself. And be very careful with the knife and just go very slowly, okay? Pea puree, take a nice spoonful and just smear the pea puree on the plate like so. We take our nice salmon, our creme fraiche, a little bit of each caviar, baby rocket, and that's it, finished.
It looks really tasty. I've used salmon quite a few times, and I hope I can achieve the dish that is just achieved there.
Josie will be cooking the second starter, a warm, crispy duck salad with pickled red onion and pink grapefruit segments.
Get the pan nice and hot, tip the duck straight in. So the idea is when it to get really, really nice and crispy. If you stand back, you're just guaranteed that you're not going to burn yourself or anything. We take the pan over, tip it onto there. Try a little piece of that duck.
Tastes lush.
Next, Josie will need to remove the skin and pith from a pink grapefruit and carefully cut out the segments.
Very slowly, let the knife do the work, yeah?
Lastly, she needs to delicately season the salad with a honey and mustard dressing.
Take a spoonful of that on there. And then our pickled red onions here. Finally, the duck. That's it, that's the finished dish.
Absolutely gorgeous. I don't think I'll be able to do it as nice as Luke has, but I will certainly give it my best shot.
Luke has invited 4 people who really know the restaurant's food. The hotel manager and his mum, and 2 others who promote the restaurant.
The timing is going to be crucial. It's trying to balance the two to work in sort of an 8-minute window to get them out on time together.
I want to start.
I'm expecting good things. Okay, so guys, the first order is in, and it's 1 salmon.
Yes, chef?
And 1 duck.
Yes, chef.
What I'm looking for is focus, passion, and real sort of dedication to what they're doing. Second order now. 1 duck, 1 more salmon.
They now have just minutes to get their starters out for both tables.
The main thing I'm worried about is the swipe of the peas.
Perfect.
I think the 2 things that I'm most worried about, 1, I might not get the grapefruit quite right, and 2, I might not get the duck crispy. I'm just putting loads of duck on because I just think it's really yummy.
Are you happy with them?
Yep.
You ready to send them? Yeah.
The first table has been served. Now the second order has to be just as good.
I'd be really, really happy to pay for that. Really, really great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
The duck is really tasty. Pink on the inside and crispy on the outside, exactly as it should be. Maybe a little bit heavy on the vinaigrette, but really, really good cooking.
The salmon was delicious. Absolutely beautiful.
I got the swipe of the puree, and that was very good. I perfected it, I think. Just want to do it all over again. Yeah.
It was just such an experience to be in the pro kitchen and doing all the stuff, and it was really good. Like, yeah.
It was good.
Josie and Jamie have done really well. Now TJ and Tom have to do the same with the main courses. TJ will be cooking roasted trout with crushed new potatoes and a salad garnish. First, he will oven cook his fillet of trout.
Straight in on the top shelf, where it's really nice and hot. Close the door, and we're going to cook it for 10 minutes. That will just go off when it's ready.
Next, TJ must crush and perfectly season some boiled new potatoes.
Just a little tiny squeeze of lemon juice, butter, and some salt. We're just going to sit them on the side and let them warm up slightly.
His next job will be to make the salad garnish with quartered cherry tomatoes, olives, and chopped fresh herbs.
Do you know what this one is?
Basil.
Yeah. Be very, very, very careful when we take this out. And that's the dish finished.
Wow. When you're cooking here, like, you've got to get it out fast, you've got to serve it hot. Hopefully, I'm okay with it.
For his main course, Tom will be cooking Luke's summer truffle risotto. His first job will be to chop and pan-fry the button mushrooms.
We'll leave them to get a little bit of colour on there, and then that's when we'll start adding the risotto. Is take our risotto base, which we cook for about 15 minutes, so it's still got a little bit of bite.
To the pre-cooked risotto rice, Tom must add vegetable stock, cream, and truffle salsa to create a rich, mushroomy flavour and creamy texture.
And then we'll finish it with the parmesan and the fresh truffle. Take the truffle, and they're very, very expensive. Something like that would maybe cost £15.
Truffles are underground fungi, unearthed using specially trained sniffer dogs or pigs. They have a unique mushroomy flavour.
And that's it. Do you think you're going to be able to recreate this dish?
I reckon so, yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. I just got to get it right because it's a fancy thing.
OK, so I've just got the ticket through to say the mains are away. 1 trout.
Yes, chef.
And 1 risotto from you.
Yes, chef. Feeling confident, very, very confident.
Do you want to press start for 10 minutes?
With so much to remember, can the boys get the dishes out on time?
Really slowly, take your time. Good knife skills, chef.
Thank you.
OK, so 1 more trout and 1 more risotto. OK, let's go. Maybe a little bit more liquid, do you think?
Yeah. OK, how long? 3 minutes. Cool, let's go.
Good job, yeah? Really, really good.
It's my fish that.
I thought you did a great job, and I hope you enjoyed it too. And I'm sure that the guests will enjoy every mouthful. So really, really good job, and thank you.
A little bit salty, but overall The flavours were well balanced, the rice was well cooked. I was impressed.
Presentation was really good.
It's very easy to overcook fish. That was absolutely spot on.
It's going to be some fierce competition for Luke.
I really enjoyed it. It was really fun cooking in a big kitchen like that. Yeah, I think it went really well in the end.
Yeah, it's given me like a huge taste of like being a chef. I'm really excited about going in there and cooking again.
Most chefs create the dishes that appear on their menu. Some will offer more than 20 choices, but all chefs have their favourite, known as their signature dish. The finalists' next challenge is to recreate Luke's. Ribeye steak cooked medium rare, served on sautéed spinach, glazed with mustard and finished with peppercorns and a red wine sauce.
To start, what I'm going to do is get some salt and then some pepper. Because of the bar marks in the griddle pan, there's no point putting oil in there because it's just going to go in between the marks. What I'm going to do is oil the steak. Very, very carefully, place the ribeye in away from you, so if it does spit at all, it'll spit towards the back. The secret to my signature dish is all in the cooking of the meat and resting it. The spinach just nicely cooked and nicely seasoned. We leave it to rest and then we're going to finish it with the mustard and the peppercorns, making sure that there's not too much mustard on top, the right amount of pepper. A nice amount of sauce. For every mouthful, you want some spinach and some sauce. Do we feel quite confident that we can do this?
Yeah.
Great, and I'll leave you to it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cooking and seasoning meat to perfection is hard, especially when you're cooking it for the junior judges as well.
It's very important that I get this right. I don't want to muck up someone's signature dish. Kind of an insult if I don't get it right.
Remember, these are experienced cooks. If you're cooking at home, make sure you get a responsible adult to help you.
The thing I'm nervous about is overcooking the steak, but I've got my eyes on it, so... Finished. Yep.
Jamie should be really happy with the way you cooked that piece of beef. It's medium rare and it's been rested long enough so that it eats very, very well. I think it could probably be a little bit cleaner rather than all the splatters around the outside.
Okay.
You've cooked that steak beautifully. It's a wonderfully tender piece of meat and you've given it the respect it deserves.
Thank you.
Maybe a touch too much mustard for me, and it's really quite hot in your mouth. But I thought the steak was perfectly cooked.
Thank you.
Now we've seen you cook steak a couple of times.
Yeah.
You seem to be getting better and better every time.
Yeah. I'm feeling really ecstatic. I can't believe a really good head chef like Luke actually said my steak was perfectly cooked. Medium rare, just like how he likes it.
I really, really want to impress Luke and the judges in this next challenge. Just got to watch the spinach and the steak. But otherwise, I think I've done it all well so far. I'm just a bit worried that I've maybe either cooked the steak too short or too long. Fingers crossed.
Josie, really nicely presented dish here. Your meat is quite nicely cooked. Personally, I like it a little bit pinker, but it's really nicely put together.
It's more of a pepper steak than being a pepper, mustard, spinach steak. It needs a little bit more mustard to balance out.
I'd probably agree with John. You could have got away with just a tiny little bit more Dijon mustard and maybe a slight bit less pepper, but really nicely done.
They said I'd put too much pepper on, and actually just from trying it there, it was very like, ooh, peppery. It's just good to get it over with, isn't it?
I'm feeling a bit scared, because, like, it's his dish. If I make a mistake, then he'll be able to spot it out easy.
Jamie's plate was a bit messy and Josie's steak was too peppery. Can TJ get this tricky challenge exactly right?
My only concern is the meat. I want to get it perfectly done. I'm trying to cook it a bit longer because I actually saw a piece of it and it looked really red inside, and chef wants it pink. That's more like it. I'm happy with that.
Looks good, TJ. Let's hope it tastes as good.
Okay.
I'm really, really impressed with how you've cooked the steak. I think it's perfect, medium rare, maybe just a touch too much mustard, but otherwise I think that there's a perfect amount of pepper, the spinach is seasoned really nicely, there's plenty of sauce. I think it's a great, great dish.
Thank you.
For me, a little bit too much mustard. But otherwise, I think it's very, very good indeed.
Thank you.
Really well put together. I'm impressed.
I think I've impressed them, like, a lot, because, like, they just kept eating it.
TJ has triumphed. Can Tom get the perfect balance of mustard, sauce and pepper on his steak?
I just really want them to enjoy it. It would feel real special to see Luke saying that I've cooked his dish well, which is what I really wanted to do today. But it feels great.
Tom, incredible presentation. I'm just hoping that there's enough sauce to go around.
I think the flavour's really good. The steak is nicely cooked. It would have been nice to see a little bit more sauce.
Tom, I really like this. The steak is cooked extremely well. I'm finding it hard to pick on something.
Good job.
It went really well. Everything went to my liking. And the judges liked it, so I'm feeling really happy.
What do you think?
I had the most amazing day working with these guys. Their knowledge and the focus that they have is just unbelievable for people who are 11 and 12 years old. I just hope that we get more people like this coming into the industry. They are the next generation of cooks.
I'm really happy about today. I'm very proud of the comments, especially my steak. So anyone who thinks I can't cook a steak, you can pull out on your pipe and smoke it.
I've learned so much, like what it's like to be in a professional kitchen. That's like a great opportunity. In the next round, I'm going to turn up the heat a bit and do my best.
The highlight of today has just been cooking in a proper restaurant for people that I don't know, just feeling like I'm actually working there, getting orders in, shouting servers and stuff. It's been really great.
I'm hoping that the next round will go really well. I'm really just going to put my absolute all in, just cooking until I'm dropping.
Incredible day. I think they all did a really good job.
We've got ourselves 4 cooks who were really eager when they walked in the door, and now they're walking out full of energy and full of knowledge. May the competition truly begin.